honey. What you doing? What you doing, girlfriend? You like this new spot, don't you? Yeah, it's cozy. Say hello. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. I missed. Hi. That is nothing but dog slobber. Look there. Wow. So this is what it's going to look like. Good morning. Woo! Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. I've re-entered the 80s. Now listen, I'm going to make this relatively short and sweet because I've got rabbit cages to clean and other videos to make, and I've got a fencing guy showing up today, and we're busy. You're busy. So I want to thank you for the overwhelming responses that I'm getting for the last two videos that I've put up. You know, guys, it's plain simple stupid. Here's what's going on. You're not silly. You know what's going on. You know, even if you're not as proactive as you should be, you know you should be. But you know, you can only lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. That's a fact. But the 5-can goal, the video I put up yesterday, you better take it very serious. I'm really serious. But here's what I'm responding to on this, and you know we licked my glasses, but this is just part of it. Listen, I get comments every time I put out videos like this, and even on the side, I get emails, texts, not texts, but messages, or people trying to contact me, and I'm gonna hurt your feelings. I am going to be the person that is going to hurt your feelings. And some people, particularly women, no offense, particularly women, it's mostly women, not always, but they're gonna say something like, well, I know I should be doing this, and I'm so scared for my kids, and I'm really fearful, but my church team tells me I'm crazy. Or my mother-in-law tells me I shouldn't be doing these things. Or my husband is just not on board. Okay, well, I'm not telling you what to do, okay? So I'm going to remove any responsibility in terms of that, disclaim, whatever, because, you know, I really don't know if you're telling me truth or not, and so therefore, you know, I could be responding to BS. I will tell you what Patera thinks and what Patera will do. First of all, I will never be married. I am not married to, nor would I ever be married to, a man that tried to tell me that I couldn't do things to ensure that I'm going to have, you know, food, water, and clothing, especially for my children. So you just take that however you want to. Pardon me, scoot the kids out, scoot the children out. This is probably not a children's conversation anyway. I would be damned if I would ever be told that by anybody, much, you know, regardless of who they are. I gave birth to children until I die to a certain degree. Them, and especially if I ever have grandbabies, they're my responsibility. My grandmothers never once allowed anybody to step in and try to mess with me as a baby, as a kid. And I'm not going to do that to my kids or my grandbabies that, you know, hopefully will come in the future. So I'm probably not going to be able to want to help you, you know. If you need to talk to somebody or go to your pastor or get a therapist, you do that. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to be told I can't feed myself, ensure that, you know, we're going to eat today or tomorrow or next month. Okay? I don't accept that. And neither should you, but that's on you, darling. That's on you. And I say that with full compassion and love, because apparently if you're coming to me, a stranger, asking me this advice, you've probably already asked other people, and they've not been the person to tell you, what the heck? Now, if you are dealing with people in your church that are, or wherever you go, you know, wherever you go to worship or whatever you do, that are telling you or make fun of you or question you or make you feel silly, stupid, or less because you're trying to buy Spam today, honey, you need to find a new church. Those are not your sisters and brothers in Christ that would ever tell anybody that they are being silly for having the willingness and the mindset and, you know, preparing. In fact, I would argue that's probably going against the Bible a little bit, maybe. So we'll just play a little stupid on that. But listen, you need to find a new church. I don't know what kind of hot mess that is, but because I did have somebody tell me that their church people and their women in their church. This is why Baptist women fight on Sunday afternoons over casseroles, because we're not going to sit around. Maybe you go to a Baptist church. No, you're not going to make fun of my broccoli casserole. Much less are you going to question me in terms of my willingness to take care of my family. Make sure you tithe somewhere else. There's my response on that. Then we have people that are saying, well, my family thinks I'm crazy. Now, I'm not mocking you, not too much. But here's where I'm at in my life right now to respond to things like that. I have been making videos for 8 years. I'm midlife. I see what's going on around us. I try to tell you as much as I can here on social media what I think. At some point we have to look at each other and go, are you an adult? If somebody today is pushing, that is truly has no control over your household, and they're making you feel like you shouldn't go buy 6 extra cans of peas today, well, honey, that is your fault. Okay? That's your fault too. Why in the world would you ever allow anybody to make you question yourself as a responsible individual in terms of you trying to take care of your home, your family, whatever? I would not be around anybody that talked to me like that. They'd really get about they do it twice, a first and a last. Because I'm telling you right now, these same people, they say these things out of their own fear. They say these things out of their own ignorance. Those are two kind of in the same in a lot of ways. And then there's some people that are just downright evil. They'll tell you not to go prepare your home and do all of these things when if reality was known, they probably have a bunker buried somewhere in the back of their yard. And they just think it's funnier than all get out that you actually are listening to them. That's called control. And if you're allowing people, cousins or, sister-in-laws or, whoever these mother-in-laws, whoever these people are, I don't know, you are tolerating this behavior from, well, you're going to have a hard time making it, because if you're allowing somebody like that to push on you, what are you going to do when somebody with a little bit more authority or clout or something pushes on you? You got a hard way to go here, people. Turn these people off and tune them out. Now, I'm not telling you, pardon my language, I'm not telling you to tell them to go to hell, but I'm telling you, you better tell them to mind their business, and you need to tell them that we're not going to, and just get away from them. You don't have to tell them that. I get a little fired up. Is my neck red yet? Not yet, but it could get there any moment. Stop. Why are you allowing this? Have you not lived the last 2.5 years and looked around and see everything that's going on, and people trying to mess with your mind and dictate to you and hold you down and make you question whether or not you should speak, or whether you should stand up, or whether you should buy an extra pack of sugar today, or that you're crazy because you want to make choices for yourself? This is all part of the same evil spiritual warfare that we're all fighting every single day. And you're not crazy for thinking that, because that's what's going on. And you're not crazy for standing up against it. People are looking for people like that to be able to grow off of, to have the courage to stand up and say, it's the last time you're going to talk to me like that. I just want you to know it. I am serious. Kick them out of your house. I bet you these people are bullies. And they're just bullies. And you're allowing yourself to be bullied. I hate to tell you, but at this point, that is your fault. Just like I told you on many videos ago, my daddy said, past today, you're not going to be allowed to do this anymore. You're going to stand up for yourself. You're going to bust the nose. You're going to say, no, I'm not. No, you're not, Pop. No, we ain't doing this no more. That's a life-changing experience for many, many people. If you're not standing up for yourself and your family and your kids and your rights, I hate to tell you, but who is? Because clearly it's not your family and friends, and you all obviously know that it's the majority of people in government and whatnot aren't doing it. So I'm telling you right now, stop being a victim. Stop wearing other people out with your victimhood. I said that because that's what people like me think. After so long, we have to look at you and go, where do you bear responsibility in this? You're an adult. Do you think your great-great-grandparents sat around and debated on whether or not they needed to slaughter the hogs come November because maybe somebody down the road thought it was icky? No. No, they went out and strung them up, and they took care of business because you know why? They knew they had to eat the next year. They didn't ask permission. They didn't apologize. They did what they needed to do. That is now on you. Maybe in a different form because we live in different times. Whatever. But stop letting all of these other things and people make you think that you have to ask permission. And am I crazy? Stop it. Pull your big granny panties up and get to work today. And stop letting people, these aren't your people. And anybody that, especially that talks to you this way and says, well, I'm going to come to your house if something bad happens. Well, first of all, in this moment, they're making fun of you. We're just going to go to Pater. Yeah. No, see, nobody says that to me because I've already told them all, I've already put them all in their place. You're not taking the biscuit out of my kid's mouth because you sat around and did nothing the last 1, 2, 10 years of your life, but you know, this, that, or the other. Now, you all do what you want, that's fine, but don't sit here. First of all, you're not going to mock me. And second of all, don't show up. Because I'm letting you know right now where this is going to go, and you wasted your precious gas money and gas and fuel and time in a crisis. We're going to turn you around and head you out the other way. Tell these people that. Stop apologizing. Stop explaining. Stop allowing it to make you feel like you're crazy. Have you looked around today? Do you really think you're crazy? You know, my favorite part in the movie, one of my favorite parts, there's many, in Cold Mountain. I did a whole video about that several years ago, about Ruby Thews. And, you know, she first walks up and she meets Ada. And Ada's like, well, I think there's been a mistake. There's plowing and heavy work. And Ruby goes, what's that rake for? Hey, what's that rake for? That means you ain't asking for nobody else's help. You're going to get up and do it today. And you're not going to seek permission. Don't even ask for it. So tell these people what you need to tell them. You may not say it exactly the way I would say it. You know, maybe the first time I wouldn't be so rough, but I'd be pretty stern. Stop wasting your time with these mental and physical drains. Everything else in the world right now is trying to pull you down and suck you under the mud and literally snuff you out. As I've said before, and I'll say it again, thank God our grandfathers had the iron down there to say, you ain't going to do it to me, you ain't going to do it to my wife, you're not going to do it to my people. Okay? I think I cleared it up. Time to get back to work. Listen, I know people are tough right now. It's tough. You're going to have to be tougher. We'll see you on the next video.